So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what working out has done for me and what it can easily do for you if you're a beginner lifter by any chance. So I started working out in September when I first turned 15 because my birthday's in August. And I didn't really wear many t-shirts. I wore mostly long sleeve and sweatshirts. And I kind of carried this trend throughout most of that year I was in high school. And then in April, it started to get pretty warm and hot outside. So I wore for the first time a t-shirt. And when I tell you guys, I got 40 compliments in one day. I'm being totally serious. I got 40 compliments in one day, just like based on my physique in one day, mostly from people that I never even talked to before. And like that was another thing too. Like when I like wore a t-shirt for the first time, people can obviously see that I was like semi-muscular because I actually been working out for the last 7 months. I didn't really know what I was doing. I made a whole bunch of mistakes looking now back at it. I didn't even go to the gym. Also, I was working out in my parents' basement, and but I was consistent, right? I was working out 6 days a week. I was pretty good with my diet most days. I would stick to it, and yeah, I was just doing a pretty good job with that. I probably gained like 15, 20 pounds in 7 months. And when people first saw me, they were like, that just like all the more surprised them. Because I never talked about the gym as well. That was another thing. I never talked about the gym. Nobody knew I started working out. And all of a sudden, everybody's complimenting me. Everybody's asking, like, what do I do? What do I eat? Blah, blah, blah. Do I take creatine? Do I take pro? All this in one day. It was such an insane mindset shift because I now had something to prove, right? I gained so much confidence and so much pride from that one day. And then the next day, the very next day, I got another 20 compliments. Some from the same people, some from different people. And it built up so much pride and so much confidence that I never had before in myself. Because I was really below average physique. I'm going to have a picture up on the screen. I was incredibly below average. I was the skinniest guy on the block. You could actually see my ribs in that picture through my chest. You can see my ribs come out through my chest. I had the smallest wrists in the world, dude. I had the skinniest wrists. People would always make fun of me for being skinny. I still have pretty small wrists, but now that I have like a pretty well developed forearm, no one really pays attention to that anymore. Um, so yeah, like it was a huge upgrade in my status. I feel like because there would be people that I never spoke to before, all of a sudden now want to speak to me, all of a sudden talk to me, like act like we're friends. Like there were so many people who just like acted like we were friends. Like within that first week, like I started wearing t-shirts to school. So many people just started acting like they were my friends. So many people like wanted to be my friend. Like it sounds corny, guys, but it's 100% true. Like the status shift is huge, but also the mindset shift that I kind of dabbed into before. I had something to prove now. Every Now instead of like relying on motivation or even discipline, right? Like working out was actually really hard for me to stay consistent, but I still did it because I know it would be worth it because I saw all these guys on TikTok and on YouTube having like really insane, unbelievable physiques. So I wanted to really get like that. So I was now working out because I had to prove to myself and prove to everybody else that they were right and I am the man that they think I am and I am the man that I believe myself to be, right? So that was my new kind of motive for working out every single day. And that is what made it that much easier to continue working out because now all of a sudden, like just in one day, in 2 days actually, in 2 days, my mindset went, my mindset completely shifted from working out because I want to look like this to working out to prove to me and everybody else that I am the kind of person that deserves these compliments, that deserves this kind of status. It was almost like a whole new life, and I wanted to continue living that kind of life for as long as I could. I'm also going to put up a picture on the screen now of what I looked like in April. So it's really nothing. It's really nothing crazy, guys. But what you got to understand, it's like that's still like I'd say top 5%. of people at that age, people at 15 years old, that's still like top 5%, you know, and it was out of nowhere too. So if you guys are thinking about starting to work out or you guys are in your first year, I would highly recommend to kind of fly under the radar, and that way it can be that much more rewarding when you first show your gains or first start, revealing the success